there's an app that might be listening into your private conversations and tracking your location.
Hey, John. So it seems like, especially in Europe lately, with the World Cup and everything, there's a lot of talk about football, or as we call it here in the United States, soccer. And it sounds like you had a story that had something to do with events around that.
Yeah, I certainly do. So there's an organization called La Liga, which has, does broadcasts of, soccer scores and matches to restaurants, to bars. One of their big challenges they're finding is that people are stealing and doing unauthorized broadcasts of these matches. And so the way that they decided to combat this is with the assumption that people who have the La Liga app on their device would probably also be in those locations. So what they did is in their app, they actually have a permission check for microphone and GPS coordinates. And if you enable that, they're actually going to capture that microphone recording, transmit it back to their location in Spain, and analyze it to see that if it's one of their broadcasts. And if they detect that it is one of their broadcasts, they'll then look at the GPS coordinates, which you've so conveniently sent them, and see if it matches up to an authorized location. And if it doesn't, then they're going to, declare it and somehow either take other action, whether legal or however, to declare that as an unauthorized broadcast of their content.
Seems like harmless intentions, but you're capturing audio at any given time, you're tracking GPS location. The privacy concerns are serious, and potentially if, harvested the wrong way or nefariously used, there's some real dangerous data there.
It just floors me. And I'm just sitting here, you just imagine, do they have some big server farm somewhere that's just capturing every piece of audio, and are they deleting that after they analyze it? Or, I just struggle with how this is even, conceptually a good idea.
The best thing to do is to be really aware and cautious when an app asks for permissions beyond normal things.
And in general, if you're downloading an app that wants these permissions that you're not comfortable with, don't use that app. Delete it, find another way. So you just have to be careful of these sorts of security concerns.
All right, good deal. Thanks, John. And I guess it sounds like you have another one of your famous Markley quizzes for us this week. Yeah,
the theme on this one is social engineering.
Okay.
So the possible answers are phoning with an F, F-O-N-I-N-G, phishing with a P-H, farming, also with a P-H, smishing, like S-M-I-S-H-I-N-G, tailgating, vishing with a V, V-I-S-H-I-G, and whaling.
Okay.
Like a whale. All right.
I feel good about this one.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to stop me.
Good. I like that. So all right. So the questions are: of those terms I just read, match. Tell me which of those terms match this statement. Generically targeting victims via email.
That's phishing, right?
Right.
Phishing.
Joe's got that one. Phishing.
Phishing. Ding, ding, ding. All right. Then the second one, email of scams, or basically emailing scams, to senior executives.
That's
whaling.
Yeah, whaling.
That would be whaling, I'm going to guess.
Phishing, right? We call that spear phishing too sometimes.
Well, spear phishing is a targeted attack, but whaling is when they target executive leadership. Yeah.
Yep. You got it. And then, all right, so here, they get a little bit harder now. Text message social engineering.
Smishing.
You got it.
Yeah.
Smishing, all right, good. So, which is, of course, based on SMS. That's where it comes from. All right, phoning a victim to obtain personal information.
John?
Vishing.
Vishing.
Which is voice phishing.
I thought I might stump you with that one.
I know all sorts of fraud I'm expert in.
I'm not going to ask. I will just continue. And then last but not least, domain spoofing, often used to fake copies of real sites.
Yeah, I'm going with farming.
And farming is correct.
Okay.
So phoning with an F is something I completely made up. I think it sounds really cool, though.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's why I didn't know it. I was like, I don't know that one.
and then, of course, the last choice there was tailgating, which is really more of a physical thing where you're tailgating, somebody else who's entering a building, clicks their key or whatever, and you follow in behind them. So very, very good. A couple of the terms I know, like fishing and farming, were a little bit, probably not so much used, and smishing, of course, is only if you're in the mobile world, and have familiarity with that. It's probably familiar to people. But that was a real good job, guys.
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks, John.
I love the Markley quiz. Always keeps me on my toes.